Sam Tate. Top of the next section. We'll finish off with Petr Drahoš of the Czech Republic. But it's all about that top 10. Chváťahofer, Suzuki, Pelli, Mori, Kraka, Kunz, Pedersen, De Silvestro, De Langen. Marcus Chváťahofer then, the first to come out of the start block, the first to get a chance to set a decent second run. We've already seen with people like Marek Kubacka, if you have a flyer, the rest of the field have got to try and cope with you. Arthur Barchet backed up his first run to win the men's standing. Kubacka came from fourth to take the title. Oh, and Chváťahofer goes. It's harmless enough in terms of injuries, perhaps, but he's going to be fine. But once that back end goes, you know about it. Drives into this left-hander and tries to straighten himself up. Just goes, and that is the break sometimes. So Marcus Chváťahofer goes out. Much to his disappointment. And that man with his hand on his hip hasn't moved even when Chváťahofer crashed right in front of him. Steady locals. So getting ready is Takeshi Suzuki. They're just holding him for a brief moment at the beginning. Flags are waving. The Austrians were perhaps waiting for Marcus Chváťahofer. You didn't see on the screen that he's had some time lying down for a bit. But Takeshi Suzuki is next. Year-old from Fukushima. Made his debut in 2002 in a World Cup that took place in Japan. He's an honorary citizen of Fukushima due to his exploits, including Paralympic gold in Sochi in the slalom. World champion wise, well, he's been world champion on numerous occasions. Only a bronze in the Super G for him to take home from Tarvisio. Multiple golds before that, going back to 2011, 2009, the editions of the world champs there. Suzuki motoring to victory on those occasions. Now at 30, he finds himself as one of the older competitors, which is daunting when you're only 30. A few of the 19, 18 and 17-year-olds have a thing to say about it. So Luke crosses the line. Look at the shoulders from Takeshi. There's Murat Pelli. Oh, he's left his right hand in. And he didn't get his right hand out. Pelli destroys a couple of gates on the course. That will lead to a delay out there on the course. Hopefully only a brief one, and Murat Peli just here on this right turn, he's got his whole arm inside the gate, and Gates 1, Murat Peli 0 on that one. Looks fine again. I mentioned this morning that Murat broke his arm in the build-up to Pyeongchang. Just at the back of that shot should be Taiki Mori.
Yeah, I trained a little bit with the French team.
And they're really good.
Yeah.
Sorry?
They're very good.
You mentioned the Gates
So
being replaced. There's Remy Masi having a chat
well, congratulations. Thank you.
about his runs.
And I'll see you again in 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you.
Young and old, look at it. What's that for a hat? Sort of face that's wondering what he's doing there, but what he's doing here, the World Para-Alpine Skiing Championships of 2019. Again, if you want extra content away from the live stream, you can follow the social media channels at Para-Alpine, that's Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. All the extra content can be found. Taiki Mori had a bit of a wait whilst they put back what Murat Peli removed. Well, he's slow here, but keeps himself going. What sort of time can Mori come up with to compete with his fellow Japanese sit-skier Suzuki? Driving into those turns, pushing himself, the boundaries, and that monoski as hard as he can. Kirker. This could be a big performance from Andrew Kirker, the Alaskan Paralympic downhill champion. Silver in the Super G. Kirker chasing down on 2:17.59. He's inside, so Kirker goes first. 2:17.59 was the time from Taiki Mori. Kirker is now the leader. All he can do is watch back towards the top. and see how they do. So again, a slight delay as we wait for Christoph Kunz to get started.
Oh, please, yeah.
Andrew, I'll keep checking for you, man. I heard 2:17.19.
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
Get it, girl.
So I'll try and give you a heads up on the current standings. By my calculations, that is the current leader, Andrew Kirk. There is a timing issue.
Oh yeah, no, I do it.
Nothing we can do until the timing issue is corrected. The only finishers so far registered are Suzuki and Taiki Mori. Suzuki's time is 2:18.95. Mori's time is 2:17.59. My understanding is that Andrew Kirker was inside of Taiki Mori. Until the timing issue is sorted, I can't correct that for you, but my understanding is that Andrew Kirker is the current leader and was inside the time of Taiki Mori. Just before we get underway with our next athlete, I can tell you Kirker's time 2:17.18. That's now confirmed as the lead time as we go into the run of Christoph Kunz. Bib number 47. He'll know that a few have spun out so far. He won't want to be one of those that's done that. The 36-year-old. Wife Stephanie lives in Reichenbach in Switzerland. Gold medal. The Winter Games in Sochi was Switzerland's 50th gold medal at all Paralympic Winter Games, so a nice milestone for him to pick up. He's a three-time Paralympian. Failed to medal last time out, which will have frustrated him. A gold in Tarvisio in 2017 at the Super G. Can he replicate a gold here at these World Championships? So Kirker's time 2:17.18 is still a slight issue with the timing system here. It's running. It's not sending any signals, so that means we'll have to try and read you out the times as much as we can. Kunz goes top, 2:16.41. Now, Pyeongchang gold medal winner Jesper Pedersen in the giant slalom. Mentioned earlier that he's had some real medical issues this year. It's really prevented him from a sort of warm-up, if you like, or a training schedule going into these World Champs. He's had a heart problem. Just a youngster. Pedersen can he find a time quick enough to get past Christoph Kunz? 2:16.41. I'll fill you in on the time in just a moment.
And it's the first place for Pedersen.
Pedersen lets out a breath of air. 2:12.69. He now leads. Now this is René Silvestro, a surprise run joint with Pedersen on 1:04.96 at the end of that first run. Silvestre on the cusp of a medal. These world champs, 22-year-old, comes towards the line. I'll fill you in on the time as soon as I get it. Pedersen's time was 2:12.69. Silvestre, oh, it's an agonising wait. It's not coming up on the system here inside the venue as well. So you just got to wait. So we're going to get a slight pause in proceedings. And that might not help Niels de Langen. So there is a small issue with the timing here. So we are going to have a pause, and what a moment to do that with potentially the fastest two left to come of the entire competition. Well, I think when myself and Stephen Jameson were talking about drama in the men's at sit-ski competition, I don't think we thought about timing issues as well, just to add to it. Pedersen has gone down in 2:12.69. That's his combined time for his two runs. Christoph Kunz is the man that's likely to drop off the podium at the moment. We're waiting for an official time from René Di Silvestro. He was joint with Pedersen at the start of the second run. He's cool, he's enjoying it. She's cooler, she's enjoying it more. But we are waiting for official timings. Niels de Langen being made to wait, and he will be nervous as. Came up with a smashing 103.63. Now, Di Silvestro's time is 2:15.69. Pedersen should get a medal from here. So we're starting to hear that the timing issue may have just about been resolved. So Pedersen leads from Di Silvestro. Di Silvestro needs Niels de Langen or Jeroen Kampschreur to crash out to collect a medal. Some final preparations taking place. We are close to resuming in just a few moments, but again, trying to get the small issues dealt with.
That's good.
Again, just adding to the drama that would have been these final two runs. So Pedersen should be guaranteed a medal here. Here is Niels de Langen, and after a pretty decent first run that took him second by a fraction. 0.02 was the difference between de Langen and Kampschreur. Again, just being told there's a little bit more time for de Langen there to wait. 20-year-old from Arnhem. Is it to be a Dutch 1-2? Study of physiotherapy. Only took to the slopes in this sport in 2006. Didn't make a senior international debut until 2012. Does know what it's like to pick up World Championship medals. He took bronze in the slalom. He was 11th in the giant slalom, and we are away then. The final two big boys when it comes to men's sitting in this event so far, unless Roman Rabel comes up with something miraculous in his second run, and De Langen is throwing himself down the Kranjska Gora course. Can he upset his teammate? Langen pushing through. That time at the end, 2:12.69. 2:12.69 is what Niels De Langen wants to guarantee second place. Maybe, just maybe, take the World Championship title. The bronze from Tarvisio looking like a distant memory if he can get past the Norwegian. 2:12.69. Keep an eye on the bottom right of your screen. De Langen. A few more gates to go. 2:12. 2:12.32. De Langen goes top.
World Championship medal for sure.
So Niels De Langen now leads with Jeroen Kampschreur to come.
So that can take him out of first place is his teammate.
19-year-old from Liderdorp burst onto our screens at the World Championships. 3 gold medals, including this one, the giant slalom. And now it's all about him and De Langen. Pedersen guaranteed a medal. De Langen guaranteed a medal. Kampschreur has to get down inside of his teammates' time. They were separated by just 0.02 at the start of this run. He gets a little bit of air, flying through, just pushing himself into every possible turn. He's stretching the lead. Classic Kampschreur. All about the aggression, all about the speed. Got to keep his composure though. Back-to-back World Championship golds in the giant slalom for the young Dutchman awaits. It's Golden Kampschreur again.
Takes the win. Second place goes to Niels De Langen.
Oh, De Langen.
Third place goes to Jesper
Getting
Pedersen.
support.
These are the unofficial results for the men's giant slalom sitting as we take a short break.
Wow, it's a big smile.
Hey, Roman, we need to go straight to TV, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kampschreur trying to have a breath. He's going to have to make his way to be interviewed in just a matter of moments. But, well, Niels De Langen. 2:12.32 was his time. We're still waiting for the confirmed time. We know he's won. We know he's inside of De Langen's time. We also know that, obviously, no one is the official champion until the medal ceremonies and the protest period is over a little bit later on. But it's a fantastic run from Kampschreur. He's done here in Slovenia what he did in Tarvisio a couple of years ago. He won the Super Combined in Pyeongchang. He would probably tell you he's disappointed not to get more than 1 gold out of Pyeongchang. But he's already looking like a world champion again here in Kranjska Gora. So people hang around. There are still some athletes to come for the rest of the sitting event, but we are going to hear from the man that currently leads, Jeroen Kampschreur.
Here he is then, 3 gold medals in Tarvisio 2 years ago. First one of the competition here already. Jeroen Kampschreur, how does that sound?
Oh man, it's such a relief, you know. 3 titles to defend, and the first one is already done, you know. And I was maybe most worried about the giant slalom because, oh man, the competition is super tough. But oh man, this run was so fast. Of course, after the first run with my teammate, 200, you know, such a close race that was. And now I gave it all. It was all or nothing. I was like, I'm not going for silver. Then just go super fast, maybe crash, or maybe get gold. And
well, there's the risks you've got to take to be a champion. You know, the 2 guys who went before you went so quickly. That had to be such a fast ski to win the gold medal, and you knew that coming in. How does it feel to defend your first of 3 titles and just give you so much confidence heading into the next 2?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you see the 2 guys going away in front of you, and you see them going away fast. I'm like, okay, I gotta beat this now, you know. It's such a big relief for me. Like, I'm still the best, and I'm really happy. You know, after a sore Paralympic Games giant slalom mistake for me, now I'm back. I'm back here.
You are indeed. Congratulations, your own Kranjska. Yep. Back to you, Alan.
So good to hear from an upbeat Jeroen Kranjska. He's still smiling about medals, still getting the buzz of being a medal winner, and quite rightly he should be. Oh, that's wide from Roman Rabel. He's just about got there in the end. It's really slowed him down though. But so Roman Rabel next out of the gates, the Austrian who went 109.75 in his first run. Running himself further behind. But, that was a wild section in the opening part of the course will cost him. Rabel crossing the line.
2:21.22. That's 9th place for Rabel.
Well, still full of smiles and a wave to the crowd. It's another member of the Moustache Brigade, Australia's Sam Tate. Tate then into the final 2 gates, and the Australian crosses the line neatly, comfortably, and long hair and tied up behind him. The third of the 2 Dutch athletes. They're already delighted to have a gold and silver pretty much wrapped up. Jesper Pedersen will still sit in 3rd position. That decent run from him, quicker than De Langen's, by the way. There's 2.14 separating Kranjska and Pedersen in the top 3. This is Floris Meijer of the Netherlands. The 9-year-old.
Making this World Championship 2nd run.
A ski instructor prior to his accident in 2012.
2:25.55.
Floris Meijer through the line here at these World Championships. His 2nd World Champs. Oh, and we join Akira Kano as he goes out of the contest. Kano seems fine, making his way down the side. And here he is, just coming into well, not the most difficult of right-handers on the course, it has to be said, and just eventually slides out. New Zealand's Corey Peters is next. struggle for Peters, the 35-year-old.
Let's see what his time is going to be. 2:26.95.
Winner in the slalom in Sochi. Big injury at the beginning of 2018 with that dislocated shoulder. He gets across the line only in 10th position, 2:21.26. This is Alex Cairns. Queens of Canada. A 26-year-old from Vancouver. Fourteenth place finish in the Paralympics. In this event, got a 10th out of the slalom. A little sideways action a few moments ago, but keeping up the momentum.
Time is
Through the line then,
2:24.75.
Cairns, 2:24.75. That leaves him in 11th position. 7 more to come after Ali Velasquez. Get a big back end slide from Velasquez. A 30-year-old, born in Cancun, now living in Mexico City when he is at home.
Ali Velasquez crossed the finish line, 2:30.84, 14th place.
We don't actually have an official Para-Alpine team, so Velasquez is very much fighting for himself. Thomas Nolte. Just comes in division over the top of the final drop. 34-year-old from Helmstadt in Germany. Got bronze in the slalom, both the 2011 and 2015 Worlds.
15th place.
This is the first World Champs back for Nolte. That time leaves him down in 15th position, 2:31.67. Nicolas Bisquet Hudson, 20-year-old from Chile. Coached by Carlos Torres. The La Pava Ski Center in Chile. Spends a lot of time in Canada and Argentina and the US, as you can imagine. He says his coach is one of the most inspirational people in his life. There's a big smile from the Chilean athlete. Like Yumi Slivnik lives the life of a superstar when he's skiing at home. They're all out to support him, cheering him all the way, surrounded by Slovenian team jackets and spectators earlier on. Yumi, just a youngster, still 18. This is where he trains predominantly. He's some 10 years after being introduced to Para-Alpine on this very mountain. So a decade of training and competing here at Kranjska Gora now for Jernej Slivnik. Again, for many of these athletes in the latter stages, certainly not about trying to compete for medals just yet in their cycle of performances. Some of them will be more accustomed to the downhill, maybe Super G. So for some of them, it's about getting quicker and quicker on each occasion and just testing themselves against the world's best. And Jernej Slivnik, greeted by a fair few Slovenian flags at the bottom of the hill. Now this is Pavel Bambosek. Bambosek, third to last to go. We're here on day one. Spends his time working in marketing. Oh, and he's slowed right down here from Bosek. Born in Prague. Competed in the European Para Golf Championships as well. Teeing up an 11th place finish in that.
Pavel Bambosek now on the final part.
10 metres from the bridge. He was 17. He is crossing the line then at these World Championships in Kranjska Gora. Time of 2:37.71.
Up next, Manuel Micheleto of Italy.
Yes. Is Italy's Manuel Micheleto. Came down in 1:20.91. He's a heck of a frame. If they can get some speed and quicker turns into him, that frame will take him down quick enough. Reminds you a little bit of Dino Sokolovic in build. The Croatian sit skier that took the slalom title in Pyeongchang, no longer competing. Break straight after Pyeongchang. He's moved into handball, my understanding, having chatted with a few of the Croatian coaches. So good luck to Dino Sokolovic, one of those that certainly made the sit skiing event exciting. Micheleto.
Really close now to the finish line. Let's see.
He closes in on the finish line. It's two decent runs in a day, which means he has an official World Championship finish. I'll ask him if he's happy with that. Wasn't all that obvious. Micheleto, 2:39.45. This is the final athlete to come then on day one. Petr Drahoš from Czech Republic. Wore the final bib number on offering this morning. And the 32-year-old from Prague is the final athlete to come. Oh, that's wide from Drahos, but he's kept it inside the gates at least. Again, as we talked about earlier, different outcomes. Oh, and Drahos, I was just about to say his big achievement today will be completing both the runs. And as I say that, he's caught his arm inside the gate. He knows he's missed the next one. And that is the day done for Petr Drahos from Czech Republic. So that completes all of the athletes, not only in the men's sitting competition, but all of the men's action here on day number 1. Well, no dummies on show here. We take a look at the reason Drahos didn't complete his second run. Just left his left arm hanging into the gate. If you don't hold it firm, you get spun out. So the course starts to be taken to pieces because the last of the athletes has gone. So a big thank you to everybody that has joined us from around the world here on day number 1. The World Para-Alpine Skiing Championships haven't failed to entertain. Brilliant stuff for Marek Kobacka in the men's VI contest. He took gold despite starting in 4th position in the build-up to the second run. It was brilliant from Balche in the men's standing event after in front of Theo Rimeur and Thomas Walsh pushing on. But Jeroen Kampschreur showed his Dutch class as the Dutch team took 2 medals. Niels de Langen taking second, and Jesper Pedersen, well, he was Paralympic champion. He has to settle the bronze on this occasion. Thank you very much for joining us here on day 1. Keep in touch with all the action like this guy here. Get to @ParaAlpine on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Keep those messages coming in overnight. Hashtag Kranjska Gora 2019. Join us tomorrow when we've got more great action on day 2 of these World Championships. It's the turn of the women in the giant slalom. Tune in at 9:50 Slovenian time. From myself, Alan Martin, everybody here at the World Para-Alpine Skiing Championships. Goodbye.